Posters. For some reason, people struggle with making posters, simply because they usually try to do them in Word, which is fine, or even Publisher, and they think that they're going to create a poster the same way they would a letter. I'm going to turn my show hide on here to show my non-printing characters, and they think they're going to type it in using Enter and Tab and that kind of stuff and Center, which is totally wrong. If you're going to create a poster, you're going to use word art, you're going to use text boxes, pictures, and clip art. That's it. You shouldn't be typing in regular text anywhere because you have a really tough time moving that. So let's start with word art. So we're going to go to Insert, and word art is typically for big titles. All right? So I'm going to try to create a movie poster here. I haven't really thought this through, so it probably isn't going to look great, but here we go. So let's say that I'm doing a poster for the movie called Looper, which I've personally never seen. And try to pick a font. Here we go. And put that in there. Now when you put this in, it's kind of stuck there. It doesn't want to go anywhere. So I need to go to wrapping and ask to put this in front of text. All right? And then I can size it, put it where I want. Now I've already determined that I want my poster to be wider than it is tall. So I've changed the page layout to landscape here. So I've gone landscape. So mine's going to look like that. And this is a pretty good start. I want that right around there. And then I'm going to have names of some of the people that are in it. So again, I'm going to lean on word art because they're going to be really big. So apparently we've got Bruce. And again, I want this to be in front of text. And I'm going to make this a certain size. And I got two other stars in here, and I want them to have the same size. So I'm just going to copy that right there. And for some reason, their last names are going to be bigger. So I'm going to go wrong tool, escape. I just want more word art. And here we're going to go Willis. And OK. And again, I need to make this friendly. So I'm going to go in front of text. And I'm going to go bigger. Go, and then I'm just going to copy that, and then copy that. And when you want to edit this, you can simply come in here, and we have, I guess, a guy named Joseph here. And I'm going to edit his last name. And here we have and what you'll probably want to do is you probably want to center these to one another so they look good. And I'm just hitting F4, which means repeat. And those are centered to one another. And I'm going to want to align these to one another. So I'm going to align them top, I guess. And then I'm going to align these to one another and align them bottom. And then I'll probably want to group these so they're one object. Right here, just hitting F4. That way, if I want to move these later, I can move them individually. So then I've got the name somewhere down here. So the big stuff goes in word art, okay? And I need a couple more things for word art here. So I'm going to go back to Insert, and I'm going to go word art. And so one of the slogans is face. Enter your past. And again, I need to be able to move this like this. Now, that looks terrible. The space here is too big. So I'm going to edit this. I don't like the space that it left. So I'm just going to cut that. Apparently it won't let me cut, so I'll just go face. And it's a little bit smaller here. And I'm going to copy it, and then I'm just going to edit it. And here we have I'm just copying this over as well. Okay, and you want to take a couple minutes, just or a couple seconds anyway, just to align these as well. So I'm just aligning these so they look good. Align center, and then you'll probably want to group those and group these. And then just move them about where you want them to be. At the bottom, they usually have credits. So credits end up being a lot of stuff, a lot of words. You would not use WordArt for that. When you have a lot of things to type in, that's when you need to go to Insert and ask for a text box. Just a simple text box. And what's nice about text boxes, of course, is they're hoverable. You can move them wherever you want. You can fill them. If you don't want the outline to show, you just say no outline, right? And that looks like you would have hit enter, 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 tab, 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 all the rest of that crazy stuff, but you didn't. You're able to put that anywhere you want. So the movie credits usually go at the bottom, and they usually kind of look something like that. So I'm not going to touch that at all. Now you're ready for your pictures, you're ready for your clip art, you're ready for whatever you want to make this look awesome. I just happen to have a picture, so I'm going to go to Insert, Picture. I'm going to find the picture. And it's right here, so I'm going to insert it, and there it is. And it also came in with a bit of a bad personality, so I'm going to fix this. And at first, I'm going to put it in front. And then I'm going to size this thing so it takes up my whole page. Or most of it anyway. Let's see what I can do. Now, it just happens to be a pretty low quality photo, but that's okay. I'm not too worried about that. If it doesn't fit perfectly, then I'm looking at having to crop this thing because it should be covering my entire page, but it's not quite deep enough. So I would crop the edges a little bit, and then I could probably come a little bit further. It's doing a bit of a better job there. Now, for the sake of keeping this video under an hour long here, I'm just going to go ahead and send this to the back. And this text box doesn't look very good, so I would probably go back to the text box and take the text and make it white. So that's here. And remove the fill from the text box. There you go. And even my words here can probably look a little bit better, but they of course need to be moved. So now I'm really glad that I grouped these things. I'm going to ask the picture to go behind the text as well. So go send behind text. It looks like I lost some of my word art. I'm not sure when that happened exactly. Wasn't paying attention. So I'm going to need to bring that back, right? So I have my other title. But again, in order to keep this somewhat brief, I'm not going to keep going forever. But that's basically the idea here, okay? To create a decent poster, 3 things: word art, text boxes, clip art, or pictures, and then you're able to position things wherever and however you want. Fast, easy posters.